Hey y'all, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's jump right in. If you are subscribed, thank you. If you're not subscribed, join the family. Press the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of future videos. I'm going to try to be as less shadowy as possible, but sometimes you're going to see some shadows because I'm doing a video later in the day and the lighting is drastically changing, and that's just how I do sometimes. Okay, so if you want to know why your partner behaves the way they do, 9 times out of 10 it relates back to their childhood. And even in a family where someone says, I was never abused, my family loved me, overindulgence is also abusive because you're teaching that child that you deserve the best, don't settle for anything less, and then they grow up and become an adult that thinks that the rest of the world would cater to them the way their parents do, and the rest of the world's not going to cater to you like that. They're just not. So it's just not a healthy thing to do, right? So, but then there's something called generational curses, where a person grows up in a twisted, sick environment and they learn that dysfunction is normal. Cheating on your partner is normal because they, like in my case, my ex, he saw his uncles cheat on their wives. He saw his father cheat on his mother. And what his mother did was she kept him, kept the father, okay? But no more intimacy, no more sex. You're going to have your bedroom upstairs and I'm going to be downstairs, because she probably wanted access to that money. And why fight you in court when I got you right here? It's all toxic, okay? It's all toxic. So her staying with him, whether they had a regular, real marriage or not, is teaching the kids that, hey, this is normal. You know, teaching all the male kids in the family, hey, be a slut. That's what we do in this family. Okay? A healthy person would look at that and go, I grew up with a bunch of, you know, sluts, male sluts, and I'm not going to do that because you don't disrespect your partner like that. That's a healthy reaction to that. But in a lot of cases, people do not follow what's healthy. They just copy what they grew up with because that is the most comfortable thing for them. That's dysfunction is normal. Dysfunction is that cozy blanket that keeps you warm in the wintertime, okay? And so they don't know any better, okay? So they just repeat the same behavior. And when they become an adult and they become personality disordered, they don't recover from it. They don't heal from it. This is ingrained in them so deeply that they don't change. They can't change. This is who they are. Just like you can't think real hard and go, oh, tomorrow I can't think tomorrow I'm gonna be a boy. I can think about it as hard as I want to. It's not who I am. Unless I went through the process of changing my gender, which I have no desire to do so. Because then I'd have to lie to women to get sex and then pretend I love them to get sex. Okay, I had to go there. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to go there. But anyway, but I love you, baby. Baby, 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 please. Anyway, so on a serious note, the generational curses travel throughout the whole family. And you watched your grandparents go through it, and you watched your aunts and uncles and cousins and everybody go through it. And there's only going to be, if any, select few in the family that are going to go the opposite of how they grew up, because that might be a comfortable place for everybody else, but I'm not doing that because that's not the right thing to do, and I don't want someone doing that to me. You know what I'm saying? But how many people have the ability and the wherewithal to go, I'm not doing that mess. I'm just not gonna do it. Y'all want to fit in and y'all want to do what's always, repeat the same behavior. You go right ahead. But anyway, in my case, my ex was given away by his mother. She gave him away to his aunt. He saw his uncle, sleep with all types of women. Got one woman so strung out, she tried to poison the wife. So he already stuck it to her, because she ain't gonna get that dumb on a crush. Okay, she was stigmatized. Let's just keep it real. Let's put it on the table. Let's not BS each other. Let's put it on the table. He already stuck it to her. That's the reason she's all in the head and can't think straight. And if you asked her name, she couldn't tell you. Okay, she couldn't tell you because she's that scrambled in the brain. So, come on. It's just, so anyway, she caused him immeasurable damage when she gave him away like he's a dog that you're tired of looking at. You don't give your children away and you think that there's no repercussions for that. You don't do that. Now, another family member who was the golden child, the scapegoat is the one who the narcissistic parent treats that child as you're the scapegoat. So anything that goes wrong in this house is your fault. You're responsible for this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. Everything. You're such a screw up. They basically catch all the BS, okay? The golden child, the narcissistic parent will make another child a golden child. Everything they do is perfect. Everything they do is beautiful. If they rob a bank, oh, you didn't get caught. I'm so proud of you. I'm not kidding. I mean, the golden child can never do any wrong. No matter what they do wrong, they can't do any wrong. And one of the family members is the golden child because she has no problem with what her mother did, giving her relative away. She has no problem with that. Does that sound logical to you? I'm not saying you have to go off on your parent and say, oh my God, you gave my sibling away or my sister away or my brother away or my whoever away. I'm not saying you have to read them the riot act, but don't sit here and act like that's perfectly okay just because you were treated like 24 karat gold eggs came out of your behind. You laid gold eggs every morning. So the person who worships you, you worship them. My God, can the dysfunction go any deeper and any further? Look at Chris Brown. He had a gorgeous, successful, beautiful woman. He was with Rihanna. What did he do? He beat her up. Because they also have to self-sabotage. They will ruin every aspect of their life. Ruin the relationship with their baby mama, ex-wife. Ruin the relationship with their children and turn around and blame it on the children when in reality the children don't like you because they see who you are. They don't have any respect for that. And they don't like the way you treat their mom. Just saying. Okay. The sickness goes so deep. This woman, Rihanna, and I call guys who act like her, you've got the Chris Brown syndrome because he had everything with her. Guys would give their left arm to be with her, not just because she's successful, but because she's drop dead gorgeous. And you gonna screw that up? Well, yes, because that's what they do. And it blows my mind that a person will grow up in a family where dysfunction is everywhere and repeat the same dysfunction. What's wrong with you? No part of your brain says, that's twisted. I'm not doing that. But another thing I wanted to say is, well, a couple of things. This person who's a relative of my ex acted like she couldn't understand how I didn't know that he wasn't faithful for 20 plus years. Well, because he doesn't make a video of him banging his ex, or his side pieces. He don't make a video and send it to the wife. Okay? They just don't do that. They hide it. They have 2 or 3 phones that you don't know anything about, okay? If a person travels across the country, they can have a side piece or multiple side pieces in every state. How the hell would I know that? He's going to be like, oh, hey, Tranquility, I'm going to put the phone on the bed because I want you to hear what's going on. I want you to hear what's going on. I want you to witness the fact that I'm not faithful. Are you serious right now? Don't be stupid. So you acting like, what's wrong with me that I don't know he's doing that, instead of turning your fucking brain on and going, I don't know what's wrong with him that he got married. He wasn't in a position to get married because he can't keep his zipper up. And the reason you all know that is because he had nothing to lose by you all knowing that, so-called family. He didn't have nothing to lose. So he's going to be bold enough and brazen enough to do it in front of everybody. And tell them he's getting married. Because he has nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. It's not like the family's going to cut him off forever. Since you don't know how to be faithful, we're never speaking to you again. They are still going to be nice to him, and they're still going to invite him to barbecues, and they're still going to do whatever, because they have nothing to lose either. He's not going to, he can't cheat on them. He's not involved with them. So they're going to continue this dysfunction and continue the acceptance of his behavior because it doesn't impact them. Okay? Instead of attacking the person who's being cheated on, why don't you look at your relative who's a whore, and why don't you teach them to keep their clothes on? Okay? But you cannot teach a sick person to not be sick. It doesn't work like that. So, what can you do? But in a lot of cases, yes, you can look at the family where that person came from, and now you've got a clearer picture of why they do what they do, because their mother or their father taught them to be as sick as they are. But then when you can't use that as a measuring stick for every person you would ever meet or every person that you would ever get involved with, because some of us cut off our family because they're sick. You know? So, and I'm not going to tell you what's going on with my family unless you just happen to know because you watch my videos. But I'm not going to tell you because you're not going to get this false idea in your head that since I've been, I grew up with that I should be used to it. Abuse, I should be used to it. I'll tell you what, see how long, look on your calendar, run gay with me, and see how long you last with me. Because you're not going to play me like you play everybody else. You're just not going to do it. 2 people tried it recently, and they got fired because I'm not playing with you. So don't use someone's family as a measuring stick to see what kind of person they are, because my family's twisted all kind of way, haunted, twisted, and I don't deal with any of them. And the 2 people that I did get along with, and one of them loved the heck out of me, they are both passed away. So the rest of them, no, we got nothing to talk about. We got nothing to talk about. You're twisted. I don't like twisted. The only time I want to deal with twisted is if it's in a cookie or on a roller coaster where you're doing all kinds of twists and turns. In life, I don't want that. In my connections, so-called connections with other people. I don't want that. If you want to be twisted, do it on your own time, not mine. So far as I realized in one of my videos that I talked to you about me having surgery, I didn't realize it was this fast. It's May 25th. And I thought we were still in April. I don't know what I was thinking. We're still in April or something. But I looked at the calendar and I'm like, holy crap, I'm having it in a few weeks. The reason I'm getting surgery is because I'm getting the metal taken out. I have way too much metal in there. And it is debilitating when the weather changes. It is debilitating when the weather is chilly. Even if it's not chilly, I feel a little bit of chill in there. Just a smidge. And it's really, really, really painful. Now, there are articles of specialized clothing that you could wear on your leg or your arm or both legs or whatever it is. They come in pairs, but they're $50 a pop. That's a little steep for me. And I'd rather not, I want to eliminate the problem instead of sugarcoating it with a special clothing or something. I just want to eliminate the problem altogether. So I should be having a nerve block. With the nerve block, my leg will be completely useless until the nerve block wears off, meaning it'll be like this. I mean, it'll be like a dead limb. I'm not kidding. And so I won't be able to walk for the first day and a half or something like that, because the leg will be paralyzed. It'll be completely, flapping around. So anyway, so yeah, that's why a lot of people are sick, because their parents taught them how to be sick. Their grandparents taught them how to be sick. Great-grandparents, cousins, females in a family were violated by male members of the family, or males on males, and other people in the family knew about it and pretended they didn't. They just turned a blind eye to it. And you wonder why there's so many sick people in the world. That's why. Now, if you grew up with that dysfunction and you're trying to get help for it, I can't condemn you for having issues, because look how you grew up. But if you're taking responsibility for it and you're going to counseling and you're getting medication and you're trying to get to the root of your pain, even if you have to do hypnosis just in case there's things that you blacked out, you don't remember, but you're grabbing the bull by the horns and you're doing whatever you can to get better, I commend that. That's awesome, because a lot of people act like they're so twisted that they're like arrogant with their twistedness. Like, yeah, this is how I am. Get over it. Get over it. No, I'm not going to get over it. You're going to get fired. Now you get over that. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Stay cool like ice cubes.